Welcome to CSN. We give you all the information about Sri Lanka coin stamps banknotes.
Ancient Buildings of Sri Lanka Stamps, 2022. The Department of Posts has issued a set of 3 stamps on January 20, 2022 on the subject of ancient buildings of Sri Lanka. The architecture of Sri Lanka displays a rich variety of architectural forms and styles. Shaivism has had a many influence on early Sri Lankan architecture. During the region of King Ravana, then Buddhism has had a significant influence on Sri Lankan architecture, since it was introduced to the island in the 3rd century BCE. Traditionally, Indian and Chinese architecture have been the most significant forms of foreign influence on Sri Lankan architecture, and both have played a significant role in shaping it. Architectural influences from Southeast Asia have also influenced the development of Sri Lankan architecture and vice versa. Techniques and styles developed in Europe, transported to the country via colonialism, also played a major role in the architecture of Sri Lanka later on. Many buildings survive from the Dutch and British period of occupation. Temple Trees, Colombo. Temple Trees is the official residence of the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. It is located in Colombo, Sri Lanka. Several recent presidents have used it as their official residence too. The history of Temple Trees dates back to early 19th century. Its ownership passed through several prominent British administrators and traders. It was owned between 1830 to 1834 by John Walbach of the British Civil Service, who headed the cinnamon department of Ceylon. Christopher Elliott M.D. The principal medical officer in Ceylon bought the house in 1848. He was also the proprietor and editor of the Colombo Observer. During the Maudley Rebellion it was the focal point for the public campaign against the excesses of Governor Torrington. In 1856 it was sold to John Philip Green, who named it Temple Trees in 1856 for the temple trees that grew around the bungalow. Type: stamps. Date of issue: January 20, 2022. Denomination: 15 rupees. Dimension: 60 mm by 30 mm. Prime Minister's Residence, Nuwara Eliya. Prime Minister's Lodge, also known as the Prime Minister's Cottage, is a country house in Nuwara Eliya, Sri Lanka. It is the vacationing and country residence of the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. Located within the limits of the Nuwara Eliya Municipal Council along the Queen Elizabeth Drive, in close proximity to the Queen's Cottage. The property is administered by the Prime Minister's Office, while the grounds and garden are maintained by the Department of National Botanical Gardens. On February 23, 2007 the building was formally recognized by the government as an archaeological protected monument. Type: stamps. Date of issue: January 20, 2022. Denomination: 15 rupees. Dimension: 60 mm by 30 mm. Sirimadipaya. Sirimadipaya Mansion houses the Prime Minister's office. It is located on Sir Ernest de Silva Mawatha, formerly Flower Road, Cinnamon Gardens, Colombo, Sri Lanka. The mansion was built in 1916 by Albert Emmanuel de Silva, a wealthy businessman, for his son Sir Ernest de Silva, who was one of the richest people in the country, during which the house was equipped then with horse stables and tennis courts. Following the death of Sir Ernest in 1957, the house remained within the de Silva family until it was given to the state by the family in 1960. Between 1960 and 1978, the building housed the Ministry of Education and Broadcasting, and the Ministry of Local Government, Housing, and Construction. It was in a state of disrepair. In 1978 Prime Minister Ranasinghe Premadasa had the building renovated and moved the Prime Minister office into the mansion. It underwent another restoration in 2021. Type: stamps. Date of issue: January 20, 2022. Denomination: 15 rupees. Dimension: 60 mm by 30 mm. Type: first day cover. Denomination: 75 rupees. Dimension: 190 mm by 115 mm.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.